Alright, so I'm going to dive into...
You're done.
What's that?
You're done. We hate you.
No, that's it. So I'm going to dive into this. They told me, Nick called me and said, what do you want to put on here? I can't remember what he called it, like a brick and mortar. So we want to tackle that, and I came up with this on the fly, how the increasing digital world is driving demand for local experts. So they wanted me to talk about brick and mortar because we have a really strong brick and mortar shop. Did anybody not see my Speeding Gonzalez video a minute ago? Explaining is our walk video. So I'll show it, but it's just a little time lapse of foot traffic that we get in our office. It's good for a couple of reasons. You know, we have a very strong local presence where we're at. We built it over several years through different ways. I'm going to try to go over how we've done that, and I think it's good because I just told Tabor earlier, I'm not a great salesperson. We market it very well. It's made it easy on us. So, first thing I wanted to go over though is my background, just so people that don't know me. Some of you probably heard this before. My dad was an independent insurance agent, focused on Medicare supplements, and did pretty well. But when I was growing up, I thought that's really boring. I don't want to do that. So I went in the Marine Corps for 8 years. And as soon as I could get back and sell insurance after that, that did. It took me 8 years to do it. Kept having kids when it was time to get out, so I had to stick around. Got out about 7 years ago and started working and kind of doing things the way he did it, which was, going out, writing direct mail leads, going to colleges. I was doing well like that, but knew I didn't want to do that forever, so we evolved our agency differently over the last about 5 or 6 years. It's just kind of taken off and exploded recently. I'd say really exploded in the last 6 years. So, also, I wanted to take a minute and kind of like talk about HFG. Harvard Financial Group and One Life, how I met them at Tabor really, and kind of brag on the team. We worked with a lot of marketers in the past, marketing groups, and all we have good relationships with several of them out there, and they're all great. But I told Tabor the other day, I didn't know how they even made money on us anymore because they spend so much time supporting us with Mike Manning, Nick Nicoletti, Brandon Reed, Tabor, so many people, Kara. There's so many people in the group that HFG that just make like us doing our job really easy. So, I know all of you here work with HFG, so let's just give them a round of applause. Awesome, and to throw this is a very good thing. But they've made it easy for us to grow. They really have. Awesome working with them, Mike Manning, everybody. You don't work with Mike Manning. And I am going to kind of dive into the slideshow and let it do the rest of the talking for me. So here we go. Oh, social proof is apparently a thing. I go on a lot of trips, so we actually do this. So I did beaches and fun, and like a couple of those were HFG conditions. So that's great. I didn't put the Dominican on there because it's negative connotation. Luckily, none of us died. But so stats here. I wanted to get into kind of like just the overall look at the Medicare market. Some of you know this stuff, but I was pulling some of these numbers from Kaiser Family Foundation. In 2017, 33% of the U.S. Medicare population was on the Medicare Advantage plan. Medicare Advantage enrollments are projected to grow by 41% by 2027. Right in 2016, when they did this, it was 32.4 million people on traditional Medicare. I read something yesterday that said there were 51 million. But does anybody know where that population is going? What the big trajectory 2027 to 2030 is? You know, how many people are going to be on traditional Medicare? 79 million by 2027. So from 2016 to 2027, it's supposed to like double. So if you're wondering if you're in a good market, you are. It's huge. So another thing I wanted to talk about was there's kind of a connotation that Medicare. I'm going to get on that. Oregon's unimportant. He's got that to take care of. So, a lot of people, when I talk about these Medicare Advantage numbers, bringing that stuff in, so we started writing more and more Medicare Advantage, but it's not actually taken away from our MedSup clients. It's kind of, coming in and supplementing people that we weren't able to write before. Cases that we weren't able to write, dual eligible market, all of these different things we weren't able to write, while simultaneously our MedSup production is growing at like exponential rates. So you see a lot of these people talk about, well, MA is growing, and then so like some of the people that aren't privy to certain conversations may think that means that the MedSup market is shrinking. It's not true, they're both growing. A lot of that growth is due to the introduction of the dual eligible chronic special needs plan, and then just people marketing more effectively to people who didn't have a supplement or anything before. So that's where some of that growth is. Getting down to talking about local numbers, I wanted to kind of give you an idea of where some of this Medicare population was. So at this Medicare age population on this, wherever I pulled it from, there was 44 million. It was like a Department of Labor statistics site. But so these are different numbers of Medicare age population in 2017 in these states. So I just picked some snapshot states. 2.3 million in Pennsylvania, 4.35 million in Florida, Alabama 827,000, Missouri 1,024,000, Tennessee 8 million, Mississippi 474,000, pretty small. Nebraska 345, California 5.7 million almost. But you can get the picture that it's really spread out. It's all over the place. Even the small rural states have a lot of people there. We have about 14,000 clients, and 90% of them, 95% of them are in Mississippi. Doesn't even knock it in that number. And anybody that does any business in Mississippi that knows us knows that we're probably the biggest producing agency in Mississippi, and we don't even take a chunk out of that. So local marketing, and I wanted to break this down into cities too, so you can see it. They got way too in depth, but just to see like how many cities there were that you could be the local expert in, and then go on Google. So find a city between 5,000 and 100,000 population near you, and Google Medicare and that city name, and 90% of them don't even have somebody that pops up that's a local agent on Google there. It's like some national site or call center popping up there, the whole first page of Google, which is stupid because anybody could go and make that happen for yourself. So, get my footing here. So, local market experts. We're local market experts, and our market has exploded for many reasons. One that may surprise you is the evolution of Medicare phone sales. And so, we wanted to hit on phone sales. You get all these call centers that are growing really fast. So we have a lot of people that come into the space and they want to develop a call center now, which has an extremely high cost per acquisition on the front end, a ton of money they have to put into the front of it to get going. And so there's two reasons that phone sales or call centers and this national marketing presence is actually helping local marketers. First of all, we can also close on the phone. And if you're set up as a brokerage, the scrutiny is probably a lot less tough on you than it is compared to a big call center that's having to adhere to a lot of we're still adhering to CMS regulations, but they're really strict on call centers. So for us, it's a little bit easier, so we can't close on the phone. But the second reason is because all of those phone calls and ads pouring across the country in the last few years because everybody's anticipating getting their footing right for this big tsunami of Medicare enrollees has raised awareness to a level that there has never been. So they're used to see people that would talk about, the percentage of the people that were on a group plan, the percentage of people on Medicare, the percentage of people on supplements, and the percentage of people that just didn't have anything. Well, those numbers are changing now because less people are falling into that category of not having anything because they're getting absorbed by Medicare Advantage or MedSup. And even some of the group market is shifting, push those people into the individual market, via health reimbursement accounts and all that. There's a lot of of that happening to push people. But the phone sales agents, I actually attribute a lot of this to the marketing of national marketing groups like Spring Venture Group and Harvard's had call centers that market, and a lot of people that have these call centers marketing this way raised awareness and actually not only help the people that are actually doing that, but help the local brokers too, because a lot of them don't want to do this over the phone, but their awareness is raised and they're looking for a local expert way out. They want the answer, but a lot of them don't want to do it over the phone. And it's not because the people on the phone are evil. We're not in there going, people on the phone are evil, but they want somebody they can sit face to face with. So that's what we gave them. So, the other digital enhancements that a lot of ways use, so using national digital strategies locally. Another cool thing is a lot of these people, anybody who was in here for Eric Peter's Facebook marketing. So call centers hate Eric because he's telling you to do exactly what they do already. And when you do it on a local level, when a national presence group tries to participate in the marketing nationally, the areas that their ads are showing up, where a local guy is running the same ad, it costs them a whole lot more to get a lead out of that area. Because the local guys' ads typically do better because they're local. This is especially true on Google. You go to Google, Google wants them to go somewhere local. So if you run a Google AdWords ad in Tupelo, Mississippi for Medicare, and then also Boomer Benefits out of Dallas is running for the whole country, and they're popping up there, they're going to give you a cheaper click rate than somebody else because Google thinks they'll be more satisfied finding somebody in their backyard than finding somebody who thinks so. Does that make sense? Okay, so the phone sales again, e-apps have evolved like crazy. I mean, now with MedSup and even MA, you can do a lot of phone sales now. And so when we do it, what we do is a mixture. A lot of people ask me how much of our business is supposed to be phone. So when we evolved from door to door to, I don't say door to door, but running down actual like direct mail leads and trying to get the referral to the neighbor's house and all that. When we evolved from that to an office, it's not like instantly people just started pouring in our office. That didn't happen. But we were able to advertise and get people to call us and create leads to call out now. And we were closing a lot over the phone. So at that point, people started kind of referring to us, oh, you are a call center. We weren't really involved the way that a normal call center is. We were just calling people over the phone and closing over the phone. But over time, that started to flip. And the more people that would come in the office, the more people came in the office. It's like a snowball. So it seemed like what was happening is if you get somebody in the office, they told a lot more people to come to us than the person that you helped over. So the referrals were like wildfire in that come into the office together. And which is led to kind of where we're at now, just evolve that way. But the phone sales initially helped. So we were probably doing 60% phone sales in like 2016. And now it's probably down to like 25%. Not because our sales are down, they're way up. But it's just because so many people come to the office. And that's, for some reason, sometimes I talk to call center guys, I don't want to sit in front of people. I'm talking, people will come in 30 minutes and you can have them with a MedSup and a cancer policy and a drug plan and out the door in 30 minutes. A husband and wife come in here and have 6 policies in one 30 minutes. So I don't know who's doing that on the phone in 30 minutes, but we weren't. When we were doing phone sales, it was a lot more tedious than that. So and I'm not saying one's better than the other. There's definitely a scalability to a call center that if you have the money to push into it, you can do it faster, but the local presence, CPA is local. Who knows what CPA means? Sure. Yeah. Who doesn't know what that is? Okay, CPA means cost per acquisition, and cost to acquire a client. Everybody knows that you got to put in a little bit of money to get something out. On the local marketing side, we put in a lot less to acquire a client than a call center. Cross-sell opportunities. So, talking about some of the digital things that have actually helped us on the local side too. CRMs. If you're not using a really good CRM, we use Agency Block, but there's a ton of them. If you're using a really good CRM, you can start to store data like what illnesses someone has. So if you're writing somebody making a time for a MedSup and first of all, you can have automatic reminders and they tell you to call them in the fall and talk to them about Medicare Advantage or something. But then you can also have data in there stored for what illnesses they have that got them declined. And then when a company comes along and they're like, well, we take that, and you can go in your CRM and pull a report of everybody with carotid artery disease or whatever it is, all those people up, like, now I have a carrier that makes mistakes. So those are things that we probably missed a lot early on because we weren't storing all that information, and now we are. So that's one way that digital has helped us. And then on the cross-sell opportunities too, like when people come to us in person, we cross-sell way more than we do over the phone. Over the phone, you know, call center style cross-sell is much harder in my opinion. And we've done it. I mean, I have recorded calls on YouTube right now with, you know, closing 8 policies in one call. But is that every call? No. That's a client that's just like, yeah, I want that. Yeah, I want that. Yeah, I want that. But in person, you can actually pitch it, and for some reason, it's just more comfortable. And, they're more open to what you're trying to offer. So, so our numbers. Using a mixture of multimedia and print advertising, we have year-over-year growth. I refer to it as the snowball effect, like I said earlier, that local market snowball has been, you know, great. Every year it seems to grow. The year-to-date, this year was 54% year-to-date growth over last year, which is great. We had 38% last year we were the year before, so it's been just this massive growth year-over-year over the last 3 years. Now, if I went back 3 years there, it would go down, like you said, there 12%. So it's really in the last 3 years that it's just started to grow. We attribute it to getting all those people in our office. The biggest fear now is that there are too many people coming in and they need service. And it's not all existing, it's actually only about 20% existing clients. So, but it's getting to the point where it's tough to handle, which is a good problem to have, but it's still a problem. So, but it's definitely the problem. So, starting from scratch, a lot of people want to know, not all of you, it's a very diverse crowd. You know, some of you guys are really established locally, some of you are call center, some of you are all different things. But if I was to start from scratch, I'm going to put that up here and kind of go over what we would do if we did it over. So, doesn't take, it's not quick, but the first thing I would tell you is that you need 2 years of hard work running leads like we were doing initially in a hyper-targeted local market. A lot of final expense guys coming into the business and they're like, all right, let's run leads here. Now we're going to go run them over in Timbuktu. Then we're going to run them in, let's go to Georgia. Let's go to Alabama. You're never build any real, like, notoriety in an area doing that. You know, you're just saying, I soaked all the leads from lead concepts up in that area and I got to get more data. I know that makes money initially, but it's not a long-term strategy. It doesn't build a business in our opinion. And you can do it nationally, but like Eric's working on nationally, and you know you can ask him what his ad spend is. Expensive, you know, very expensive. You know, I have friends that are spending millions of dollars a year to build national brands. So it's not really a logical thing unless you're trying to be like private equity backed or something like that, or you're just really rich and want to live much money. I don't think that's the case with anybody. So 2 years of hard work, really running the leads, calling leads, doing library style seminars, all the things that you do when you don't have a lot of money to burn through, but try to do it in a hyper-targeted local area. For us, that was like 50-mile radius of Tupelo, Mississippi. But there were, I did pull this stat, there were like 79,000 towns with a population between 5,000 and 100,000 in the United States. So there's a lot of towns that you can choose to do this. So nobody moved to so you need 2 years to get a solid set of baseline renewals. This is why I say 2 years, because anybody that's been in Medicare for a while, year 2, you don't have a lot of renewals because your first renewals come from month 1. So month 13, you're only picking up the renewals for month 1. So it's actually 2 years before you even have one solid year of renewals coming in. So that's one reason I use 2 years, is because then you at least have some residual income that you can start to reinvest. Okay? 2 years to gain some traction in the marketplace. I think it takes about 2 years before running leads and doing little seminars and not having a lot of money to spend, before at least enough people have known who you are, where you're getting some referrals. So then 2 years, people start referring to you and know you. Okay? I think 2 years is a good rule for somebody to start from scratch. So not a get rich quick scheme, get rich slow, but you can get rich. So starting from scratch, take the renewal income you're starting to get and hedge it with multimedia advertising. Well, we use a lot of early on is Facebook ads. Now I'm going to add YouTube ads too. That's probably where your best CPA or your best return would be YouTube. But you can use multimedia. People on Medicare are on Facebook. You know who's not on Facebook? Children and teenagers. They're not on there anymore. They create a profile and they put things up about Bible school so that their grandmas don't go see them on TikTok working. So they're not on Facebook anymore. Elderly people are on. And I would even add into there, you know, when it's cost effective, or maybe even in like we can swap some of these out, but TV and branded mail. Branded mail I will hit on too. Not direct mail leads. Not, you know, hey, here's a card that you think's from the government, send it back to me so I can knock on your door and you're like, oh shit, I gotta let that guy in now. Not that kind of mail. I'm talking about mail with a big picture of you on it. Even if you're ugly, which most of you are. Put a big picture of you on there and you send it to all these people in your area and you're talking to say, local Medicare experts. That's exactly what we do. If you're in Georgia, put a big picture of the state of Georgia on it and make it hot pink. Just something peacocky, lime green, hot pink, big picture of you. And you do that over time and it actually does work. People pick up the phone and call you. People will, once you got it in office, they will bring in that mail to you. Like, I got this, and I got it with a bunch of mail from all these companies, and I don't know what to do, you need help. And they'll bring it in, and we get that all the time. What age? It's 2 age groups, it's turn 65, it's 67 to 80. A lot of people say 67 to 75, because they, for some reason, think 75 to 80 is automatic cut off when everybody gets sick. I don't believe it. You don't see it. The premium is really high at 79, so it makes up for maybe a lower point boost ratio. But, and with Medicare Advantage as an option too, there's not really, you know, underwriting is not an issue there. It's an ESRD, which is one way. So anyway, so these multimedia approaches will saturate the small market while you're continuing to lay the groundwork. So first of all, if you're 2 years in and you're still not making a lot of money, okay? Like, that's the real game here. We're not talking about this. I'm not a final expense picture. You know, you want to sell final expense, you're going to make 6 figures. Let's go. You know, but you know, 3 years in, final expense agents are going to go like, I can get out of this. You know, so this is laying the groundwork. 2 years in, now you have residual coming in, but you can't spend it. You got to put it in the market. It takes discipline. Everybody that's big did that. They never gave themselves a pay raise. They gave their business a pay raise. So it's very important, I think. You know, everybody wants to, you know, get rich quick. They don't want to like take their money and invest in that. So starting from scratch, third page here. Going into the sunlight. Another year goes by. Open an office. So this is what I'm thinking around third year. Like, once you've been advertising a little bit, you open an office. And you start calling more of your leads, and at this point you're getting a lot more inbound calls when you try to direct them to your office. It's counterintuitive to phone sales pitch. Close them on the phone. Get people to your office. Keep calling. If you have a lead and they're 10 miles away, we can get them to the office. Raw sales, and a lot of people, when you get on the phone with them, they never come in. They come in. That's bullshit. That's just like a fallacy that phone sales people out in their mind. They don't want to come in. They want to come in. What they don't want to do is talk to somebody in, you know, South Florida. Not probably somebody here from South Florida. You know what I mean? Hire a secretary to make your office super professional. So you're dealing with the boomer market. They're on Facebook, but you want cherry oak furniture and round tables with, you know, like you saw my video, the Cracker Barrel chess set. We make it like for us, is what it's worth. You don't just not a blueprint you have to do, but we try to make it like an office like they're used to. You don't want like glass table, modern, very desk. You know, it's not. You're not Google. Okay, they're not going to respond to that as well. That's just true. They want to feel like they're coming into an office that they would have came in when they were doing other business that they had to do in their life, and it makes them refer more people to come to your office. I swear. Sometimes that's counterintuitive thought process. Like, why do they care what they do? Or at least we've been given the illusion that they do because it's working for us. So you can see how I say not call center style furniture. This is not like cubicles and stuff. You want people to have like an office where they walk in, they have 2 chairs, they have meeting tables and things like that. It's different than trying to be like, all right, this is funny because I was talking to some guys in the call center, and they asked me how big our office was, and I said 4,000 square feet. They're like, man, how many agents you guys there? I'm like, well, I got 7 agents and 3 admin staff. They're like, shit, we got 100 agents in there. And I'm like, you know, because if you've been in a call center, they'll just stack them right on top of each other. But it's not the same kind of office at all. And nobody needs 4,000 square feet right away. You know, a lot of people are doing starting out with an 800 square foot office. I don't know if I put it in here. I meant to though. Like, so where to do an office, I think is important. Proximity to things that people are already going to go to. Banks, post office, social security office, grocery stores, in town where it's visible that way. Close to a billboard where you can have a billboard with an arrow that says we're here. Over time that stuff kind of matters. If you have like a shopping complex, we've had people that have put them in the middle of like a Walmart and a Sam's Club, and it says, Medicare. I can't say Medicare loans. I've seen some say that, but just say something like, ours would say Credille Insurance, but under it would say Medicare plans here or something like that. But it works. None of it works right away. It's not like you throw up a sign and people are like, oh my God, that's where you Medicare, and you get like stampeded. But over time, when you're in a high traffic area and hundreds of people, thousands of people are coming by, and they continuously see that, and then when they need something, they're like, maybe we should go try that much. It's working really well. Pour gasoline on your fire. Hire more agents. Put big money in ads. So as you scale and you're making more money, still pushing the majority of that into advertising. And I think I said it in here. I may not have. If you don't, you're going to have to pay taxes on it anyway. So it's not like you're paying all of it. But go ahead and hire people. I always tell people to hire people before you think you can afford it. I don't mean go out and hire 100 people that you can't afford. But if you're like, man, I sure would like to have a couple more agents, but I don't know if I can afford it, go out and start hiring 1 or 2. You'll figure out how to afford it. So far, we've had to shed them over time or some, but the ones that stick to stuff become huge income producing assets. They're very happy, their income's going up, and they're making us a lot of money too. So hiring agents is great, and also pumping a whole lot more money into ads over time as you can afford. And so also it gets to the point where I think a lot of people want to be, where they're not actually directly having to sell anymore, they're not having to sell as much. I've kind of gotten to the point where I sell a lot in AEP, and the off season I'm going and doing stuff like this, and selling more of the like annuity referrals and things like that for the office that some of the other agents are uncomfortable doing. But it's taken me out of having to be there all the time. A lot of people that were trying to come to this conference, I can't get away from my office because I don't have any help. But start hiring agents. They can make enough to pay for themselves and free you up a lot of time. So this is just a goofy slide I put together. Time, distance, long-term vision, mass reward. All that, but basically put time and discipline into it, have a long-term vision, and you get nice and forward. So sure there's a lot of questions because anybody that never been with 90% go and 10% plan, so I put this slide show together last night. One can. Yeah. Anybody appreciate that?
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Okay. These are ways you can get a hold of us. If you're not in the Medicare Gurus Facebook group, of course we want to grow it. It's like a public journal for Medicare agents to put questions out there and everything out there, and I think anybody that's in here that's in it can attest that there's a lot of activity in there, and it's very helpful. You can check it out on YouTube too. Everybody's on the presence there. Anybody who wants help with this, you can also check me on my email and email me. I enjoy helping people on it. I'm not out trying to recruit everybody. We're just trying to help people, and if we grow in some way because of that, it's great. So, what questions can I answer for people? I know there's probably big holes in my presentation because the way I see things in my head is not the way you see it when I'm seeing it. But anybody have a question that I can address right now? Nick, maybe like
Justin, you talked about cross-selling, and a lot of agents out there see cross-selling as an individual product. That's up, and then you're going to cross-sell with the cancer plan. You're going to cross-sell with the dental vision hearing plan. You take a different approach with cross-selling. You bundle that into packages preset before your clients get to your office. Could you talk a little bit about how you bundle those products together and have it preset for them, and then do you offer that to every client that walks through the door, or do you just do it with select clients that you know may be interested in those different products?
So it's different strategies. Sometimes I wish I do what I do now from the beginning, which everybody does. So first of all, when you bundle or package, that can sound bad because a lot of people think it means you're like not giving someone the option to opt out of other things. But that's not what we're doing. We just have standardized groups of plans that we recommend for somebody. So right now we have what we call a gold, silver, bronze, deal, and we typically do that more in the Medicare market with new to Medicare, because when you're helping somebody that's new to Medicare, you get to set the expectation for the cost. Now, of course, out of that, when you're setting the expectation, you're going to have some people that are, less like. They worry less about financial woes, and they are premium averse and keep all their money. But for the most part, what we found is a lot of people that would deem someone a Medicare Advantage prospect from the get-go isn't. They've just been told that they are, and then they get used to zero premium, and then you can almost never get them back on med stuff because they're like, well, I have to pay for something. I never paid for it. But when we get the turn 65 client, you're setting the expectations. So if it's normally we're doing MedSup first on T65, and we're looking at MedSup, Part D drug plan, dental vision hearing plan, a small cancer policy because of cost paying 5% unlimited on cancer drugs with the Part D plan, no matter what plan they have. And home health care is on there. Home health care or recovery care or short-term care, that's kind of the gold standard. And then the silver, we shed the home health care, short-term care. And on bronze, we shed the dental vision care. So even our lowest package, we're recommending the cancer policy. What we find is that the majority of those people are picking silver because, it's just like when you sell life insurance, you said you want 20, 15, or 10,000, and everybody picks 15. It's just psychologically what most people do. Now, on the sheet, it's showing that this is 5 different products, 4 different products, 3 different products. We're not saying this is the gold package, this is what it costs, this is what comes in, and you gotta get, that's where people get in trouble. You just recommend those products, and if they want to start saying, well, I just want the med stuff, then you say, okay, well, cross off this list what you don't think is important. And most of the time you never even have to get to that point because people don't want to go through there and be like, well, I don't like benefits for any of these things. They don't want to do that, so they just, pick silver. So that's worked really well for us on the Turn 65 market. Cross-selling on Medigap rewrites is more about capturing the savings, and that is more of a one-product cross-sell, and it's much harder. It's a lower closing ratio because people are typically motivated by saving money at that point, so they don't want it all to go back to the product. But when you do it, there is a way to pitch it before you say the lower price. So when you're pitching a Medigap cross-sell with a cancer policy, you would say, well, Mr. Jones, you're paying $185 a month for this plan F. What if I told you I can get you the same exact plan F and a $10,000 cancer policy to pay for these drugs and these other things, and you're only going to be paying $182. So we're saving $3 and you're picking up $10,000. You never told them the low premium amount of the supplement. You added it together, but you're still telling them it's 2 separate policies. But most of the time, when I do it that way, it seems like I can get them to say, yeah, that sounds great. It's hard to train other agents to do that. but we've had a lot of success with that. But mostly, the majority of our cross sells are coming out of the 365 one. All right, another question?
Yeah, you mentioned, print advertising, when you first started out, you started getting into that. What kind of print advertising were you doing?
So, I will never endorse a lead vendor because this month's best lead vendor is next month's worst lead vendor. That's what I believe. But at the time, I was using Target Leads, CMS approved Medigap free write, mailer. And they would send it out, we'd get it back, and we'd go out and knock the door and do that. The other thing we started doing is we created our own business reply mailer. So the same ones that they were doing, we just did it and said, we can make this. So we made our own and had it coming back to us. So I was running my own, we would drop 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 over a time. Me and another agent would go out and run them down. And that's working. I still think if I'm starting from scratch, no real money other than a few $1,000 saved up, and anybody can save up a few $1,000 if they sell some stuff on eBay or something. But anybody that's starting out from scratch, I would still go direct mail first. Knowing what I know now, okay, take this back. Eric called me out on this. Knowing exactly what I know now, I'd probably just go take out a big ass loan, but I wouldn't tell anybody else. So, if you're no money, not trying to go take out a loan or anything, I would go direct mail. You can use Target Leads, Lead Concepts, any of those direct mail houses. I think are fine. Apartments done some direct mail houses. A lot of the FMOs are creating their own direct mail groups, but I think that a mixture is good because I would have tremendous results with one, and then the next month they'd have terrible results with that. I just didn't think there was rhyme or reason to it. It's like once they exhausted their good leads, they still sell you leads, but they just sell you the crap. They have like, I don't know how they did it. But even back then, I would do internet leads, and I was using precise leads and getting great returns. But that didn't happen forever. Then I started running our Facebook ads as we started developing our own office and trying to get people to come in. And early on, I was having amazing results on Facebook. That got watered down. Now it's coming back. There was a period of time where Facebook got, like a year ago, Facebook, in my opinion, kind of sucked, really sucked. Now a lot of people have gotten back off of Facebook because it sucked. Now it's good again. And then I'm telling everybody it's good again, so it's going to suck again. Yes.
Can you talk about your seminar stuff?
So for seminars, we just started adding this, but if I was starting over, I would have added it sooner. This is really easy. It's just so easy that I don't even know. I don't want more people to do it. You can take a video of yourself on your cell phone and say, hey, this is Justin Brock with Credille Insurance, your local Medicare experts, and we're going to be having a seminar every second Thursday of every month at Harvey's. That's our place restaurant. We do it at in their conference room. It's RSVP only. You have to give us a call and let us know what you want your meal to be. These are educational seminars. If you're writing MA, you can get Aetna, UHC, Humana, any of those carrier reps, guarantee you they'll pay for the meal every time. If you're right, especially if you're right. They'll pay for the meals, and the room's free if you buy enough meals. And you can use this little Facebook ads to use a lead ad, get people to submit, follow them, and try to get their meal choice. And then you call them back the day before the seminar every time to verify they're going to be there. We've been getting 35 to 40 people in there. Judging from other people, I never thought that would be possible. It's been really easy. Now, we have a brand name in our area, so you hear other people say it's more like 5 and 10. But if I would have done it earlier, I would have added it to what we were doing. There was no reason not to do it. We've done 3 so far. We got another one on March 12th. We're going to do one every month. And then we'll probably start adding annuity like life insurance seminars for existing clients too. So one of the things I'm working on. But yeah, I think a lot of people put way more thought into that than they need to. One thing I would do is if you're writing Medicare Advantage, I'd call up the carrier rep you're writing most with and say, I want to do an educational seminar every month. You go to the location and tell them to go schedule the dates. And they'll get the account number. That's what they've done for us. That's an AMA did for us. So, leverage that. Landon?
Did you, share how many policies you ended up doing in 2019 when you projected to the next one, or is that probably?
No, so projections are terrible for us. We're, a lot of people say know your numbers. Ours have just been so green the last few years. We've just been like, it's super profitable. Just keep doing what we're doing. We never really we got a broken. We do know how many we're writing. And we had 4 writing agents in our Tupelo office. We're up to 7 now, but we had 4 writing agents in AET this fall in our Tupelo office, our main office. And we were at 1,955 applications and 4 agents in AET. So it's close to average out to about 500 an agent period from October 15th to December. So that gives you kind of an idea. Now that was MA and that's cancer and everything. That's applications. But it's pretty good. It was mostly heads up and MA, but there was a lot of cancer. We don't count some claims. So, do you have a question? Yes, I don't really put that in. I put it on there. TV ads, more go into it. It depends on the market, how your channels are run. Like if you're on the suburb of, like Devin, the TV ads where he's at would be astronomical expensive. So, I mean, it might make sense for somebody that gets really big, but like the spots would cost a lot because of the population of there. So it does depend on where you're at, whether you do TV. Local network affiliate TV is good, but it's expensive. So that's more of like the play once you got the other stuff going, it's creating money. The Facebook, the YouTube, that's cheaper to get into. But TV does work. I mean, Joe Namath knows TV does work.
I think you guys spend a lot of money on TV and do it consistently.
Yeah.
I think that's a message for whatever you do. You just got to do it consistently, and it'll be good, and then it'll come back around.
I guarantee you that Joe Namath commercial is going to run it next year. And it's going to be doing more volume than the year before because it's that consistency of the message. As bad as it, I'm not endorsing that commercial by any means, but the concept is repetition, see, but it's worked for us locally. The repetition of me saying Medicare, 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 doesn't me, Medicare, all the time. It was based on Facebook, YouTube, TV, print mail, everything. Now when they think Medicare, they either think, well, that guy's got way too much money because it's all over my face, or they think, I need help. Those are the things. And enough of the same patient come to us with the problem. Spend more money, make more. Spend it correctly. Any other questions? And you guys, really, if you join the Medicare Gurus, I share more than I probably should. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. But you guys join there and ask questions all the time, and email me. I'd be happy to connect with you.